You for staying with me. It's the Morning Spring on Western Spring Television. By the way, let me remind us, you could join this program on our YouTube channel as well at Western Spring TV, and then you get to be part of the live happening. So at this time, we switch gears and talk about the progressive push, especially in Osun State. The APC as a party, they pride themselves to be the party of the progressives, really, from AD to ACN, now to the APC, across the nation as well. But the peculiarity in Osun State is about, many persons, average Osun person will say it's a faction, within a particular party, the All Progressive Congress in Osun State. We used to have the Oluwaseun camp. They are still there as well. And then what was known as TOP. Later, TOP was disbanded, and now we have what is called the Omoluabi progressives. These are people that we think they are loyalists. Not that we think, loyalists of Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, in which they say they have an idea, about the Omoluabi ethos as well, and they are within the APC. These are made of former leaders in the state. The ones is called Sheo, Alaji Adeoti, James Salami, and the chairman in Osun State as well is Mr. Aziz Adisiji is there as well. But, to make a sense of the conversation today, we have the organizing and publicity secretary of the Omoluabi Progressives with us, Abosede Busayo, Oluwaseun. Good to see you. Okay?
Good morning.
Yeah, it's you were here months ago, in the same capacity. And let me ask, the Omoluabi Progressive. So we are not just speaking this conversation from the beginning; is a continuation.
Yes, that's correct.
And we saw a few days ago, a few weeks ago, there was a release from your end that some members of the ADP, some members of the PDP cross-carpeted into your caucus as well. And many persons will say, is it your caucus they are supposed to cross carpet into, or the APC as a party? Which one?
Good morning. As we have said the other time I was here,
Yeah.
that I said that what we in Omoluabi is trying to do is trying to reposition the progressive family in Osun.
Okay.
We understood the fact that the leadership of the party, as it is presently constituted in the past and probably presently, have not been doing much to position the party towards the winning way. So we in Omoluabi, we kept on preaching and we kept on reaching out to people. Politics cannot be done under your house. You must reach out to people, convince them, canvass them, and give them reasons to join you. So we in Omoluabi, we have ensured that we have reached out to the nooks and crannies of the people of everywhere. We know the people, we know the right thing to tell them, and we have the right policy statement that we have done, the right programs that we have done that has earned people to the love of Rauf Aregbesola. So what really matters is that you bring people into your fold. It doesn't matter through which means they come through.
So what are they joining? The Omoluabi Progressives or the APC?
They are joining the progressive family.
Within?
They are joining the progressive family.
Okay.
Action, APC is a progressive. Omoluabi is a progressive.
But it's not a party.
You see, the thing is, we are saying that as it is, we are still within the APC.
Okay.
Ileri Oluwa there. Omoluabi is there. So if you like, if you see people from Ileri Oluwa caucus that can fast you that you should come and join the progressive fold, so be it. If it is we, as it is the case now, we are the one that is reaching out to people, the market women, the artisans, the farmers, bringing in people into the progressive fold. So that is not only in ADP, in PDP, in SDP, and people that are not even into politics before. People that are just getting of age, 18 years, 20 years.
Right.
These are the people that we are bringing in into the family fold,
Right.
the progressive family, so that we can do this thing together. As touching the issue of the crisis that is going on within the Osun political Osun progressive family, there are high-powered discussions that is going on amongst our leaders on daily basis. Rauf Aregbesola, the former governor, the former minister, is reaching out to the leaders of the party on daily basis. Our chairman, the caucus chairman, Alhaji Isa Adedeji, is having discussions, a progressive and
Who are they
productive
talking
discussions. They are discussing with the leaders of the party. You understand, at the other hand. And
Which are the leaders? Are you talking about Alhaji Itola?
I wouldn't want to be naming names to names.
We have to, because that's what you are, the organizing secretary.
Yes, I am the
You are the
organizing
publicity secretary. You are high-ranking member of the progressive.
Yes,
so
I am high-ranking.
you owe the public that duty.
I hold the public that duty.
Yes.
But I also hold our party the responsibility and the duties of maintaining that which is not ought to come into the open now. Okay. In our tendency, we used to sing one song. So in battle, surprise is an element. It is good, it can work for you.
Is this a battle? Is this a battle?
Definitely. Wresting political power is a battle.
Battle from
battle
with who?
You are battling, is even the FEMI as it is now, Western Spring Television is battling to be the best, is striving to be the best. Everything, life is a battle, daily battle. Camera is always rolling.
From this, we rather call it competition.
Oh, good. I as amended.
From our end.
I am as amended.
Yeah.
Battle.
But you're saying yours is a battle?
No. I have amended it. You understand? Battle. It depends on how we view it, but for the purpose of the public presentation, so let me say the struggle, you understand, to wrestle political power.
Who are you struggling with? Why is APC struggling against itself? That's the question.
Well, that question could better be answered. You see, during our own time when we were there, the APC, the progressive family, doesn't have any problem because we practice politics of that is all encompassing.
Yeah.
We accommodate everybody, no matter your level of orientation, your ideas, your wiseness, or otherwise. We ensure politics is game of numbers. We accommodate everybody. But it happens that at a point in time, the leadership, the viral that came into being, has no political acumen to accommodate it.
Who was Pharaoh? That's a strong use of words.
Yes.
Who are you referring to?
I can name to that.
Yes.
The former chairman of the party, Prince Boyega Famodun.
Yeah.
He was a Pharaoh that under his regime, members of the political parties are being sued and are being sent to Elisha prisons under his watch, under the watch of the then chairman, Prince Boyega Famodun.
Because they broke the law, or what?
Because of his own, but what he perceived that they didn't belong to his own political side of the family. And he had instances, instead of George, he rather chose the path of war. That is, by the way, is gone. But of course, there cannot be today without yesterday. Yeah. So we have to be making references to the reason why we found ourselves where we found ourselves. Because they couldn't manage the progressive. Politics is crisis permanently because it is interest. And whenever you have people of different background, different belief that comes together to say we want to strive for power for the betterment of the people in a manner and a way which we believe, definitely there's going to be clash of thought. So how you can harmonize those clash of thought to ensure that you stay within a progressive family and within one as a family is what matters. Those are the acumen that they lacked then that led us to the crisis that we have not come out of it till date.
All right. Omoluabi progressives, as you have tried to explain now, the question I'm sure many Nigerians want to ask is, to what end? What is your aim? What do you want to do?
To better the lot of Osunasis.
How so?
Yes. When we were in government, then when the father of our own political tendency, Rauf Aregbesola, when he was in government, to date, he's still the governor to beat in Osun State.
Are you sure?
There's many programs and policies that turned around the states were there that even the present government is towing the path that he laid down. The last government yesterday, Boyega Famodun, Boyega Oyetola, deviated from the path and the blueprint that Rauf Aregbesola set in place. We have all the ring roads that he abandoned, the educational policies, the food policies, all the whole programs, the Omoluabi buses, all those things, he abandoned them, he jettisoned it, and people voted them out as a result of that. Now, those things, those programs, those policies, the rural infrastructural development,
is it just the people,
interventions.
Is it just the people that voted the APC out at that time or the Omoluabi progressives, your camp worked against Gboyega Oyetola?
We have said this countless times.
Or both?
We have said this countless times.
Yes.
Politics and governance, getting into political power is about the people, not about any individual. If you call yourself anything, if you call yourself the president, the governor, we have seen president that lost his election because the people doesn't want him. So it is not about our own tendency that worked against the party.
You are deflecting from the question. The Omoluabi progressives,
yes,
you worked against Oyetola, yes or no?
We didn't.
You worked for him.
Some worked for him, some sit down and look.
Now I'm talking about the Omoluabi progressives.
Yes,
as a group.
As a
did
group,
you work for him?
We issued a statement.
In Osun 2022.
Yes, 2022. Yes. We issued a statement then under our then leadership, Edalowo Adebiyi, directing all the members towards a public statement of our tendency to vote for Gboyega Oyetola.
Did they?
They did. Okay. Those who felt that they could. You see, this thing, everybody has fundamental human rights. But the fact that I'm a husband doesn't mean my wife must follow me politically. We instructed them as a group.
But the leaders, part of yourself, Ogbeni Aregbe, and did they work for him? Because Ogbeni wasn't around.
I voted.
Ogbeni wasn't around during the election.
But he won his unit. He won his local government.
He didn't vote.
He
wasn't available.
Yes.
He didn't campaign for the party.
He was a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And many ministers like him, whenever there is gubernatorial election, they will go back to their state to go and support. He didn't.
It all depends. It supported.
How so? Did he campaign for Oyetola?
You don't support alone by campaigning.
Okay.
Those that
did he fund him?
That is clearly.
We are speaking to facts.
It is clearly the case. If he fund them,
did he?
Yes, he did.
He did fund Oyetola.
He funded.
This is a national TV, Mr.
Yes. He funded the election in his capacity within his domain.
But he didn't come out to vote for him.
They didn't want him to come out to vote for them.
Well, he has a right to vote.
And he did. He has a right to national duty.
He did not. He did not vote. He wasn't even around.
I told you that he did not vote.
Okay.
And I told you that as a Minister of Interior then, he was away on the issue of the national security, away out of the country.
What I'm saying is,
and I told
Mr. Abosede, you are speaking to fact.
Yes, I'm speaking to fact.
Let me quickly whenever
there
is election, we know state governors, ministers, cabinet members who always go back to their state.
There are certain
Fashola, everybody went back to their state.
As Minister of Transport, there are certain
works.
There are certain offices that you hold that is different. When you are dealing with security, security matter cannot be left alone at any point.
He was dealing with internal affairs.
Yes.
Not just security.
Yes.
He wasn't the defense minister.
He wasn't
chief of army
staff. He was in charge of immigration.
But by
he
the way,
was in charge of civil defense.
But he's not managing the road. He's not managing the borders.
He's in charge of the administrative.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
So, and now, to add this to it, you raised something, and which I must quickly say.
Yes, please.
He was not in the country, but won everything winnable in his own federal constituency. Those that were in the country, that were in the state, lost everything in their own constituency. Who is the better man?
All right. Now that we are here, talking about this Omoluabi ethos that your organization is trying to spread and win as many persons in your caucus within the APC, is it towards 2026? Osun 2026
and beyond, definitely.
But Osun 2026 is part of it.
Definitely, it's the first front runner.
All right. Now that you have some of these leaders that I said, Edalowo Adebiyi, Shehu, Najib Salam, Alhaji Adeshiji, who is the chairman of the progressives in Osun State now. Many persons will readily say, Mr. Abosede, I'm saying this with all respect, will say they are the rejects of the APC. There are people who couldn't find their standing, and all of a sudden they are just coming together to form a particular group and work for a particular purpose. Would that be true?
You see, our own system is a long marathon race. We didn't just start. We are the father of progressive policies in Osun. When during the military rule, so to say, not actually, of the then government, General Oyinlola, we fought when that was when the PDP dislodged the progressive then under Akande.
It was a democratic rule. Don't let's confuse our people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said in quotes, you understand. So it was a tyrannical democratic rule of the then PDP government. Rauf Aregbesola came and fought his way back into winning the government for the progressive in Osun.
That was the Oromiyan group, isn't it?
That was the Oromiyan group. It's still existing. And that was where we have been coming from till date. And that was what we refused, that some people that did not, we call them Ajogunwewu, they just inherited the struggle of those that actually wrestled the power from those that are bastardizing the heritage of Osun people.
Is the Oromiyan group the same as the Omoluabi Progressive?
Oromiyan group is the group that will used to enter Osun. Oromiyan is the just like the Yoruba Oromiyan. Oromiyan group is
I know.
Yes. Oromiyan, we are still using the Oromiyan building as our national headquarters.
But it's no more existing.
It is existing. Oh no, wow. Oromiyan.
So it's different from the Omoluabi Progressive.
It's Omoluabi Progressive. Oromiyan is a different body.
Okay.
It's a group.
Omoluabi Progressive is a different
Omoluabi Progressive is an APC, a caucus.
Okay.
It's a progressive, it's a movement.
There was talk at some point in which some supporters of the Ilolua called you in Yoruba language. They said it was Akara. Just remnants of Akara, the beans cake.
As pronounced by the current scribe of APC, Ajibola Bashiru.
All right.
It was the original talk.
Yeah, they say top, is a brand of biscuit again that we just put you guys in the mouth and chew. And that's what exactly they did for 4 years. At the end of the day, and many of you are nowhere to be found. Is it what you are now trying to... Because TOP was later disbanded,
yes,
by the way, and you now have the Omoluabi Progressive.
Yes.
So, how powerful will you say your bloc is in the APC?
It is very, very
because
apparent.
it appears you are not the power bloc.
It is very, very apparent. It appears, but we are indeed.
But appears, they are the ones getting the appointment, isn't it?
And unfortunately...
They are the one making the waves.
They are the one making the waves.
Yeah.
Just like they made the wave 4 years ago. They have the governor, they have the senators, they have the rep, they have the 24 out of 20 South Assembly, they have the entire local government, 60-something. What happened to it? They lost. They lost everything.
But
so
as far as Abuja appointment is concerned, they are still the one getting the appointment.
I'm telling
and
you,
your group is getting nothing.
And I'm telling you, political appointment does not transcend to the love of the people power. And when you are in a position of power, it is responsibility.
Yeah.
That if you don't know how to manage it, it's going to bring you down. And that's what brought them down. We have tested power before, and we left intact. Yeah. By the time Ogbeni is going to live his 8 years, we left the APC intact. Because we know what to do with power, we used it judiciously to the interest of the people. They tasted power and they mismanaged it. They are using that power again now. How many people has Boyega Oyetola received into the progressive family? Nobody. Rather, we kept on our family.
That's not true. They had,
Dr. Babayemi.
Yeah,
you understand?
Recently, those are big wigs. You said nothing.
Those are big wigs that have problem. It is not because Oyetola can fast for them. They have problems originally where they are.
Isn't that the way it works? Something must always happen. Something to happen. Isn't that true?
It's about cause and effect.
So if actually they
is about cause and effect.
Please hold on, Mr. Abosede. If actually they have problem where they are coming from, why didn't they join your caucus?
Why they joined? Yeah. They had an
They wanted to come to the APC. They came through
They wanted to come to power.
And not Omoluabi.
They wanted to come to power.
Because they are sure they'll get power there and not from your end.
And the people that actually give power is who we are dealing with. You see,
who gives power?
People.
Isn't it not God that gives power?
The people. Okay. Yes, through God. God through the people. You don't just go and meet Tinubu, just go and meet Oyetola, just go and meet Aregbe because
why I'm trying to say this.
What I'm trying to tell you,
the minister, the Ilerioluwa camp has a minister.
Yes.
They have the national secretary of the same party that you are in.
Yes.
Your end as what?
We have the people on our side.
Which people?
The majority. I've just told you one thing.
Yeah.
You are citing a federal case. Come to the state government level, to the state level. This same camp that you are talking about.
When we are talking about Osun State,
I'm talking about Osun State.
You don't have any local government chairman as at yet.
And I am telling you, when we took power, when our
no House of Assembly member,
when our tendency took power from the then PTP government, we had nothing. We had nothing. We have done it before. That which we have done before, we know we can repeat the same thing. And the masses are attesting to what we are doing. We just concluded our local government tour to the entire 31 local government. It's actually on the news. If I can bring my phone in, you're going to see it.
How much of a support are you getting?
Every local government. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. There is no local government that we were that not less than 1,000 people visited us. We are speaking to facts here.
And it's because of the
and
love.
I issue all.
Is it because of the love for Rauf?
We don't even have the money, the love, not just for Rauf, but for the players that are currently mobilizing the people. We don't have money to give to them. I'm saying it on national television now.
Yes, please.
Whoever is going to say that we give him a single naira as mobilization should come out.
So what are you promising them? What do you tell them when they come?
What we tell them when they come is this. By their fruits ye shall know them.
Okay.
By what we have done before, when we have the power, they have known us. I once served as a special assistant on student matter to Rauf Aregbesola.
Yeah.
The students were adhered to me because the virtue of what they saw when I was there. I want to use that myself as a case study. While I was holding this way as an SSA for 7 years, no single student was expelled for agitation. No single institution was there. We ensured that we did democratically elected student union government in every institution.
But some institutions went on strike. Doctors went on strike. The nurses went on strike.
I am talking about.
We can't just isolate that.
I'm using myself as a point of reference.
Yes, I'm just saying it as well. Students went on strike.
Even in modern
Doctors went on strike.
Even in modern democracy, where we are trying to copy.
Your principal old salary.
Where we are trying to copy. Yeah. Even in modern democracy, where we are trying to copy. The United States and United Kingdom, we have crisis all over the world. At every point in time. Governance and administration, there's always going to be. Once are insatiable, resources are scarce. So for each of these things that you talk about, we resolved it amicably and people are better for it. And that is why we have people coming to us without. Don't you ask yourself a question? You are not in power. What did you think the people are saying that are making them to come to us, even from the ruling government of the day, PDP? What is making the people that are enjoying the blue marine power to come to us? What do you think is making the people that are not into any political settings before? What do you think is making them to come to us? Because they know that it is not just about today. They don't want to hit fish. They want to know how to harvest it. So what we are telling you is that the people believed in us by what we have done before. They knew that we are tested. We are purely Omoluabi people. We don't do politics of bitterness. If you do something that is good, we are going to say that you do this one is good. If you do something that is bad, irrespective of how highly placed you are with us, we are going to tell you that this thing that you did is wrong. All what we are after is a better society for you and I. During our time, we never leave any stone untouched. The abortion is there. We care for the aged. We care for the even the lunatics. And don't let me call them the specially mentally challenged. We take care of them.
All right, fine.
Off the streets.
Now you said what you have done pre-Oyinlola time, you are able to do again. That's what you are planning to do.
What we have done pre-Oyinlola time.
Yeah, that was in 2010.
We are a better place now to do more than that.
But may I tell you or remind you or bring to your notice that Osun of 2010 is not the Osun of 2022. It's not the Osun of 2026.
Yes, the player of then.
Times have changed.
The players of
and
then.
Osun people are wiser.
Yes, the players of then are not the players. The players of then are not the players of today. They are more better positioned, more powerful. We understand the nooks and crannies of Osun politics than before. In those days, when Rauf Aregbesola is going to be coming from Osun, we have instances where he's going to be hiding under the coffin in the train, fair train to enter Osun. In those days, people can hardly wear
hiding coffin.
Yes,
coffin casket.
Yes. Because as at then, I remember, yes,
when we were
to launch, yes. Let me tell you quickly. When we were to launch, I told you that during the tyrannical rule.
Well, was it because of the superpowers or what?
It was. These are facts. Everybody in Osun politics knows this fact.
Yeah.
So then, General, as we used to call him, Oluwaseun Oyinlola, it was a general in the army. Once a general, always a general. He will not welcome any decent political viewers at that particular point in time. Under Jude was this SARS commandant that time. Yeah. So nobody can proudly come out to say, I belong to other political school of thought. So when Abosede want to come and campaign in Osun, So, but there is this strong law. They told all the national NURTW, no vehicle must work, nothing must work. But train was working then, and it took off from Lagos. So we had to ensure that we park our people inside the train, hide to disguise inside the coffin to ensure that he penetrated
and it wouldn't
the system.
Suffocate. Keep somebody in a coffin, it wouldn't suffocate.
The system,
does he have superpowers?
Our system is foolproof. You don't doubt what we can do.
It's all right. That's not the bone of contention.
So the policy of then is not the policy of today. Law, you throw a stone at the bed. You don't see because you see a bed on this stone, on this tree. So you want to kill a bird, you look at.
All right, fine.
So our system is
now that you said you are having the people on your side, you gave a number to say at least 1,000 people usually come to your meetings.
Each local government.
At local government, yeah, fine.
Each local government.
One will say, do you have the personnel? And I'm saying this carefully. Ogbeni will not be running again for governor. According to the law, he has, extorted that particular one, exhausted rather. So, do you have that personnel that can go toe-to-toe with whoever the Ileri Oluwa camp is bringing and can go toe-to-toe against the candidate of the PDP if Adeleke decides to run again?
Yeah, as I've told you, I will not be naming names to who we are going to.
I'm not saying name. Do you have that personnel?
100%.
Because Ogbeni is not coming again.
Ogbeni cannot be there forever.
Yeah.
Ogbeni cannot
he
be
can't
there
even
forever.
be there again.
And we are not relying on his personality alone now.
Are you sure?
We are not relying.
Is there?
Have you ever seen Ogbeni? Have you ever seen Ogbeni in any of our local government outreach?
We have his picture.
In his own home in Ilesha.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a local government.
No.
Ilesha East is a local government.
His own. I'm talking about, I said our local government.
The time you
outreach.
had the one for Ilesha East, he was there.
No.
Okay.
No, he has never been any of our.
So which one did he attend?
We used to have our monthly meeting in his hall in Ilesha. We have a country home there.
Okay.
We used to have
a monthly meeting of the Omoluabi Progressive, not the local government.
No, he has never been in any Omoluabi program.
But would there be any Omoluabi Progressive without Ogbeni?
Probably.
Can it happen? Do you have the muscle?
Probably yes, probably not. You never can say.
Yes or no?
Maybe not.
Okay.
We never can say.
Now, you have not answered my question. Do you have that individual that can stand tall against any opposition?
We do.
Who would that be?
As I've told you, I said I will not be naming names. So if you see, if when Ogbeni PMB, President Muhammadu Buhari then, when he was asked to name his successor, he said, if I name my successors now, maybe they will go and assassinate him or they will go and kill him. If I give you a name now, then you journalists and gentlemen of the press and people will begin to run after that person. So I'm not going to name them.
We only ask questions.
You only ask questions.
I don't understand.
And I wouldn't know the kind of so.
All right, fine. Maybe you don't have your clearance, or you don't want to make it known yet. Yes. But 2026 is just, the election period is less than 2 years away.
It's not up to 2 years. The election period, we did the last election.
So do you have the financial muscle to pull it through? It doesn't come cheap.
Just watch us do our things. I've told that we just completed 31 local government.
Now,
successfully we have done.
I want you to be categorical on this.
Okay.
The Osun APC, the Oluwa camp, which is existing, and it appears like the power block.
So do we.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Are you saying it's your camp that will provide or that will produce the next candidate of the APC in the next Guba election?
It is politics. In politics.
You are not answering. Yes or no?
It is politics.
It might not be your camp, right?
It is politics. In politics, anything happens.
But you said you are gathering people to wrest power so that you can better the lot of the Osun people.
Yes. And I have told you that is the politics.
So this is gambling for you.
It is no matter.
You are not sure.
Like, you see, nothing is sure in life except death. Even death, maybe the rapture might come before you die.
Right.
You never can say. But as I've told you, in politics, anything can happen within 24 hours. We are talking about a year from now. What we are doing is to continue to position ourselves in the best possible way.
To be the power block.
Which we have already. No doubt about that.
You keep saying you have the power block. You don't have anything
politically. Some jettisoned
as far as power is concerned.
Some jettisoned us 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And they paid dearly for it. Because those people that can talk to people that knows what the people want to hear, they will not allow them to come and campaign for them.
Before we go.
And they paid dearly for it.
Let me ask you this question.
Ignore the Omoluabi Progressive at your own caucus.
It appears you are gloating that because the Oluwa camp lost, you are showing yourself you are the ones that can do the job. But you all lost, isn't it? The APC all lost.
They shot us already. He who is down.
And you all lost.
He who is down, fear no fall. We lost. We know that
so
we
you
lost.
were down.
As at then,
The Oluwaseun
because pushed us
the
out,
Omoluabi Progressives
attempted
out and down
in their own eyes. But we were back, just like a phoenix, freshly. A lot of people are now coming back to us because they are seeing that this is the real
because
way.
we must go. I understand. Let me ask you, and these are, we as the fourth estate of the realm, we mirror, the mood and the concern of society. How do you answer, and thank God you are an high-ranking member of the Omoluabi Progressives, how will you react, or what will you say to the insinuations or the thoughts, the feeling in the camp, in the streets, on the street rather, that Ogbeni and the Omoluabi Progressives want to play a transactional politics? I explain what they are saying you want to have as many support base as possible and position yourself as a force to behold, and then you are waiting for any of the candidates to come to you for support. Would that be right? Either from the PDP or the APC or any other party.
At every point in time.
You just want to position yourself as the go-to guy. Not that you are really interested in power.
You see, that's the figment of the imagination of people that didn't believe that we can do it.
So it's not true?
No.
Is it true?
No.
Okay.
No.
No transactional politics.
We don't play it.
You are not waiting for people to come and meet you for endorsement.
If you know the characters that are with us, you are not the one that will go to hate today, come to be tomorrow.
No, you don't have to go. They might come to you.
No.
Because there are insinuations that maybe, in a kind of way, you worked for Adeleke in the last election.
And I've told you no.
You didn't.
That is just the cries of like of Ajibola Bashiru that couldn't win more than 2 out of his 10 senatorial districts. Okay. That is saying that.
So no transactional politics.
We have never done that.
Okay.
Why are we going to do that when we know that we are going to take over the leadership of the system? Why are we going to do that? Why are we going to bow and we are going to suppress our supremacy under people that I know that are inferior to us in terms of quality of policy and governance? We don't do that. We have been telling everybody that care to listen that we are not going into any alliance with PDP. We kept on saying it openly on the day. We are not going to backtrack on our words tomorrow. Yeah. No, we are not going to do it. Omoluabi Progressive is focused in wresting the power of Osun State in progressive family. Whoever is thinking otherwise, the naysayers, they are just saying it.
So APC is wrestling power from APC.
Life is a contest of struggle.
Yeah, yes or no? That's it.
It's a contest of
struggle. The Ileri Oluwa and the Omoluabi Progressive.
It's a contest of struggle.
What's the position of the national body of the APC on this struggle?
When it appears they are still sleeping. When they wake up, they will look into what is.
But the Ileri Oluwa camp as a national officer.
I've told you. You said it's their camp. And that's why it appears that
I didn't say it, that's the truth.
That is the truth. Yeah. And I'm now saying that you yourself said it because you know the truth.
And because you know it
is their camp.
Yeah.
And I've said that it appears the nationals, they are still sleeping. When they wake up, they will meet up where we are. But we are not sleeping.
Are you reaching across for truth?
I've told you. Whether anybody like it or not, whether is a man that you will hate to love, is a man that you will love to hate, you cannot push him away. He's a national leader in Osun State.
Let me ask
you. He's a national leader in Nigeria. He's a national leader.
Yeah. So APC is the one in charge at the national. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one ruling this nation. The affairs, he has the mandate of the people at least for 4 years. And the policy of your party, the APC, has thrown people into this hardship in which almost everybody, at least the masses, are feeling. And the people are saying, if this promise by the Elo4 Kombale promise, the Amagbewale promise, we will do the best that we want to do for you. And petrol skyrocketed from 180 to 1,100, 1,200 in less than 16 months. And that's the promise of the APC. And your government, the APC, has thrown people into this hardship. What do you think the people will think going into that election in 2026 if the situation remains the same?
That's a big one. It's a big question.
But before we even go there, that on one side, are you embarrassed that your party, the APC, and the leadership for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has disappointed you? Are you embarrassed?
Let me skip
that. Is this what you envisaged?
Let me skip that.
Why?
And I said that's a big one. The first question you ask is a big one. And as much as it is big,
you're a member of the APC.
It is yes. Yeah. It is easy to answer. And it is easy to answer is just because we appears not to know how the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being run, because we are outside the system. Perhaps if we have been there, we would have been able to guide the system better. That's what we know how best to
when
do.
You say we, what do you mean we?
I'm talking about ourselves. I'm talking about our block.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Rauf Aregbesola block. If we have been there, when he was there in Lagos State, it worked better. When we were here in Osun, it worked better. When he was there with here and there, it worked better. So
the
perhaps,
Omoluabi progressives are washing their hands
if
off.
we have been there,
What is happening?
perhaps if we have been there, it would have been better than how it is. But then, Nigeria is a difficult terrain. We pray and we hope that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows what he is doing. Indeed, it is possible that he knows it. So let's be a little bit patient. Let's be a little bit patient.
Something instructive.
The president might still get it right.
What
and I know that he will still get it right.
You said something instructive now that, your block is not there.
Yes.
Possibly
it is
out
evident. It is
of
evident.
the system. One would say you are there. In fact, Ogbeni is called the go-to man. If actually you need something from Tinubu
and
at
those
some point.
those time were the selling point of President Tinubu when he was campaigning.
Somebody said you had it, Ogbeni had it, your camp had it, but you walked away. You were never pushed out. You abused the man. You attacked the man because of the Lerulua camp. Ogbeni was very vocal when he made derogatory statement against, the Tinubu before the election. They will say you had it in your hands. You are the one who dropped it.
Let's be speaking to facts.
Yes.
At no point in time, you are a man of the press who should be speaking to facts.
Yes, we are.
At no point in time did Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola Adesoji abused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. At no point in time. People might speculate. Those brothers of his,
because they didn't mention the name.
Those people.
Can I say some of the things he said?
Come on.
When he said agbera won, àṣìṣe fún wọn.
Yeah.
Agbe wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn
dọlọ́run. You understand? That is a statement. That is a statement.
We work for them. They turn themselves to God. God will do certain things to them.
We are talking about Osun politics.
Really?
Which day manipulated the mind of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
But in essence, what I'm trying to say is this.
I'm happy that you have been able to say
What
it.
I'm saying is this.
Yes.
People will say Ogbeni had it. He was a power block as a person, but he dropped it and walked out.
He didn't drop anything. The like of Busayo, who is a kinsman of Tinubu, who is a brother, used the policies of power, blood is thicker than water.
To push him out? Did he push him out?
It is what it is.
If actually somebody push him out, that means that person is a strong person.
It is what it is.
All right.
Blood is thicker than water, I've told you.
All right.
So that is what the like of Busayo did. They used blood relationship over competency. And we are seeing the result as it is for now.
Okay. So for the Osun people, I take it as you're parting short.
Okay.
The PDP is in power right now. And some persons will say, Adeleke, go on. What will you tell those persons?
It is their opinion. Some persons told Oyetola to go home. He went home. Where is he today? So Adeleke is trying his best. At least he appears to be a little bit better.
So you give him kudos. He's doing well.
I'm not. He's doing his own
Is he doing well or not?
He's doing his own bit.
Okay.
We can do better.
Okay.
That is that is our own. We believe that he has. Oyetola came. He tried his best.
Yes.
His best is not enough. Adeleke is trying his best. The people will judge.
Yes.
If his best is enough. But we know that we can do it better. And we have done it before. We are going to do it again.
All right. You doing it again will be the call of the Osun people, especially when you come
I've
to
told you, power belongs to God. It belongs to the people.
All right. Abosede Busayo Oluwaseun is the organizing and publicity secretary of Omoluabi Progressives, a caucus within the APC. Thank you for your time and take.
You're welcome.
All right. And, that will be the size of the program this morning. Thank you for staying with us. From the headline segment to the first conversation that we had about the 4th year commemoration of the NSAS and the lessons that we have learned. And this particular one, that the question we are asking, is it a ruse or it is real? The progressive push by the Omoluabi Congress. The jury is out. Femi Ojo is my name, and trust us to be back tomorrow, God willing, on this program. And let me remind you that you can have a recap of this program on our YouTube channel at Western Spring TV, and also on our various social media platforms on Facebook at Western Spring Television, same on Instagram and X as well. In whatever you do today, please be productive. Big shout out to the production team once again. I'm Femi Ojo. God bless Nigeria.